friends, it's Kim Odekoven here, KRO Designs. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I've got a blog post going over on Mommy Lhey, but I also wanted a video tutorial to go along with it. So today I'm actually doing a video about preparing for what you don't have. And let me explain. In Mommy Lhey's April kit, it's going to be a B6 Traveler's Notebook. In the past, we've been working with A6, but this time we have an A6 coming, or excuse me, a B6 coming, and I have no idea what it looks like. I don't know how many strings it has, but I want to be ready to hit the ground running as soon as it hits my doorstep. So what I've done is gone ahead and prepared some materials that we're going to work with today, and I'm going to show you how I prepared them, and then I'm also going to get them in their final stages before my TN gets here. So if you are a subscriber for Mommy Lhey or have purchased a box, you'll be getting a download link from Mommy Lhey, which will have the digitals that come in the April kit. And here is one of them as is. It's this dashboard insert pocket that I've made here. But this will probably be one, and I'm guessing this will probably be the postcard that'll have the digital download link that you'll already have if you're already a subscriber. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things I've got going on here. In the bottom of the description box of this video, there'll be a bit.ly download link, and that will have the links to these templates. Now, the templates will look pink background. They won't have these digital files on the front, but it will have these words here, and there's 3 of those, and I'll show you kind of what they look like in the PDF form. So this is the PDF that I also have in that digital download link. There's 6 files. These are PDFs, and I know a lot of you don't have Photoshop, which is what these will be in, but these are PDFs, and you can go ahead and print them out onto cardstock. I just did regular paper for instance, and don't mind these. My printer was having some issues, but what you need to know is that these are the sides for the B6 insert covers. So let's just take this for example. This is a Foxy Fix TN, but it is a B6 size, and it is wide. But just because it's wide does not mean that the insert, which is an instance like this, the size doesn't matter. All B6 inserts are the same size. So you can go ahead and get your inserts ready, which is what I have here. I have a pile of inserts that need to be cut and stapled and ready to go. I've got 1 finished, but I've got 3 more to go. But the thing is with these PDFs that I have here, it has the dimensions excuse me, of the B6 insert covers. I also included a PDF of the secretarial pocket insert, and I'll get to a second on what that is. So here's the dimensions for that. And then the last PDF I have are the dashboard pocket inserts with the dimensions on that as well. And as you can see, this is it's not metric, it's standard measurement, so in inches. And I also have provided you here in the decimal form. I'm sorry for those of you who use centimeters, but you can quickly use this and go ahead and plug it into a conversion and get the centimeters. I work in inches with my ruler, so that's what I made it for. So enjoy those PDFs for you guys to look at and enjoy and use. But let's go ahead and talk about what these are in a B6 TN that's already set up. So if we want to talk about what a secretarial pocket, here I found one finally. A secretarial pocket is one of these pockets that has this angle here. I'm hoping that you can see that with the glare as well. It's a piece of plastic that's curved. That way you can actually insert things a whole lot easier into it. So say if I wanted to add this bow in here, I can just lift it up. The thing is with secretarial pockets, this one here, and can I also just say that these measurements are all for the Foxy Fix secretarial dashboard insert these plastic parts that you can get on foxyfix.com. I know a lot of you can get them at a lot of other venues, but I've always gotten mine at Foxy Fix and they work for me. So a secretarial pocket, I don't like it when it's two different pieces because it feels funny when you're turning and it gets stuck and it's frustrating. So I just literally have one entire piece of paper for the entire length of the secretarial pocket. You can do it your way. I just prefer to have them as one piece, which is what this is. And then of course this is just, this angle here is just so you know the difference between this file and this file, because they do very look similar except for the text on the top. So that's a secretarial pocket. And what do I mean by dashboard pocket insert? That is, let me find one here. This is, launching stuff across. This is a dashboard pocket insert. Again, it has that dashboard that goes plastic from front to back, but you use this side loading dashboard insert here. So does that make sense? I did include two of them, one here and one here, just so you can utilize space better. But so that's what a dashboard pocket insert is. And then obviously the last one, well maybe not obviously, the last is a B6 insert cover. I have all of these inserts that I love to cover with an insert cover. So I get all of my inserts from either Mommy Lhey and or Annie Plans Printables, and an insert cover is just a piece of cardstock or whatever you have that covers the insert. So that is what I use for B6 insert cover measurements. And I also use that for the vellum and the acetate if I was to print them out, in which I do have over here, and we'll be dealing with that. Now, when you're preparing for what you don't have, there's two things you need. Obviously, you need to know the size of the inserts. And so what I usually do is I have an actual list here in the back of my TN, and it has all of the things about this particular B6. I actually have what I have insert printed in here. I've got the measurements for the secretarial pockets, the regular pockets, that's what I mean by the dashboard insert pockets, and then the insert cover. So I already have the measurements here. So if I'm on the fly, I want to set things up, I've already gotten things written. Of course, I also have my A6 set up down here. So you want to know the measurements so you can get ahead and get things cut and ready to go to put in. And the other thing you'll need to know before you get started is what you're going to use your B6 for. But this planner is going to be for football. Yes, Blossom is going to be accompanying me on football trips this summer to run football camps. And so I am setting this up to take with me to have all the information I need when we're headed to football camp. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to download these in a video that's coming up right now. And I also will show you how I made most of these digital files. And the only recommendation I have for the other side is you can see here that it printed cockeyed, which is completely normal for me. I'm usually on the go and on the fly, and I don't really think about how I place the planner in the paper in the tray. I just kind of throw it in there. But so this came out crooked. So I would recommend printing one solid digital file on the background, and that's what this is. I also have this piece of acetate here that I've printed off of the digital file. You can kind of see it here. I changed it to black and white, and I got rid of some of the centers on the hearts, and we will go ahead and foil that when we return. And I also made this digital file for a B6 insert cover, again, solid color on the back. Instead of having any acetate, or sorry, vellum, I only had tracing paper, and so I created this, not on the video, but I did create that. And here is another secretarial pocket insert. All right, see you soon. So the first thing you're going to do is open a new tab, and you'll type https:// and then bit.ly, which is bit.ly, and then / B6 templates. I'll also have a link below if you would like that instead. And this comes up with all of the templates that I've set up just for you guys here on my YouTube channel or on Mommy Lhey's blog post. It has 2 different file types, and I tried to use colors to designate. So the purple ones are the B6 insert covers, dashboard pocket inserts, and secretarial pocket inserts. Those are PDFs. Those which you will open in Adobe Acrobat Reader. The pink ones are for Photoshop. Now I know a lot of you don't have Photoshop, but I also find that Photoshop Elements is the one I use. I got it in 2015 and it was relatively cheap on a Black Friday. I would say it's around $40 to $50, and it has been a lifesaver. Honestly, best $50 I've really spent in scrapbooking and in planner creation. So you'll see in the corner here, there's an option for download. We can go ahead and click direct download, and it will come up in the corner here as a zip file. You're going to go ahead and open that and extract it to wherever you want on your desktop. What I've done here is put an outline around for you, and this line is only to designate that this is a secretarial pocket. You may go ahead and print these out and on cardstock and use them as templates for cutting around some digital papers if you want. I have it for dashboard pocket inserts and a B6 insert cover as well. So that's what the PDFs look like. And if you're unsure on how to download the digitals for Mommy Lhey, I'll go ahead and link below and up in the corner one of those videos I put together on how to download all of the digitals for Mommy Lhey using the digital download link on the back of the card or the one she sends to you in email. All right, I've got the digitals open. Now I need those digital templates that I put together for you. They really do come in handy when it comes to putting things together so they're the right size. So I'm going to go ahead and open those 3 Photoshop files. And here they are in my photo bin. I've got the secretarial pocket insert, which I've clearly noted below. And the sizes are quite different. And this is not 101 inches. This is 10 inches and an 1/8 inches, or you can use the decimal points. No matter how you cut your things, it does quite matter when you're putting things together. And as I've said earlier, all of these dashboard pocket insert measurements are for me fitting my Foxy Fix dashboard inserts. All right, now that I have all of my digitals in my photo bin here, I can go ahead and start creating. First of all, I really am enjoying this lovely card. I assume it'll be the card that comes in our box. So I'm going to go ahead and make that one of our dashboard pocket inserts all by itself. I do have a lengthy Photoshop tutorial of using digitals in Photoshop, but I just thought maybe you'd like to come along for the ride and watch me get this together. So the Photoshop tutorials that I put together are super handy. Right now I'm just adding it to the dashboard pocket insert square, and then I've used the mask tool to make sure it fits within the bounds. That way the shape will always be the thing that's predominant, so you can actually cut around the edges. Using the eraser tool, the magic eraser tool, I did erase the background to the digital file we've got here. And then now I'm just playing with the opacity and the overlay features. I always, if I have extra time, like to see how different layers of different papers create different effects. You can add 2 or 3 layers of paper on top of each other, change the opacity and or change the overlay that it has, and it creates a huge effect. This time I'm taking that one, "You are the only magic I need," and I'm also editing the layers in the edit layer. If you right click when you have it highlighted, you can right click it and it will come up as a dialog box. You can always add a drop shadow, change the outline, lots of different features that are super handy. I really liked this pattern, but the problem is that it seemed very bright and bold compared to what I was looking for. I was looking for something muted. So what I did is just added it to the mask. As you can see, I've got both layers masked with the shape number 2, and that way that I can always see the edges of the shape when cutting them out. So here I am editing the file one more time, and I still was not happy with the way it turned out, even after I printed it out. Oh well, I have to move on. But the awesome part about it is I can always add physical items when I get to it. So I took that file and I changed it to black and white, thinking I was going to use it for some acetate printing, but in the end I ended up not using it. And in those two washi strips, I just copied and pasted another washi strip over the ones that I didn't think actually went with it. Again, it was that bold flower heart combo with that hard outline. I just didn't think it went with what I was looking for. So went ahead and again copied and pasted the blossom there. She's got her planner in her purse, and I thought she would look really cute on top of the washi strips that I did duplicate back next to each other. So the other digitals that sometimes people use for coloring, I again took the background off, and then I did an ombre effect using one of the other papers, again using the masks tool, and made an outline for it, and I'll be adding it to the next dashboard insert next to, the B6 cover next to Blossom. Here's where you get to play with how large things are or small. I also love the fact that she's got a planner down here and a cup of coffee. Just made sure it was on the top of the layer. And because the outside insert cover line, I can obviously go outside that line with the graphic, and I'm not really worried about it. I'm just going to chop it off when I get around to printing it off. This time I took those hearts and duplicated them and then changed them into different sizes and also rotated them slightly so they had a background effect to Blossom. And then there's that You Are Magical that I was working on earlier. Again, added some more hearts by duplicating the layers. And also I figured I needed something bright and bold. It was looking a little too muddled. So I went and did the yellow and the pink hearts to add onto the other side of the dashboard insert. All right, so this secretarial pocket was super fun to put together. I used, again, Blossom. At first I thought I would use this little girl, but I really wanted to use this color. So I took Blossom, and I wanted her to have a background. So I used this looked like paintbrush that Mommy used for a background. And I only wanted to use her head in this. No offense to the chickie next, but I added her also as a mask in the corner. And then here's a trick. I loved that blossom in the corner on that side. So I flipped her over using the image rotate flip horizontally button, and there you go. Now that we've got everything designed and printed, it's time to cut. I've got those 3 inserts I was talking about ready to go. I use my self-healing mat and a see-through ruler, and I don't have to worry about the side cut because I already know that the insert is 4 7/8, so I just mark that and trim it, and it always turns out perfect. I love the fact that these templates have that black line around them. It makes it easy when you've printed crooked like I did in the beginning. It's just easy peasy just to start snipping just on the inside of that black line. The only thing is with this tracing paper / vellum that I'm simulating, I do have to cut it with the proper dimensions. I love using my Mink so much. I just bought a 10-piece pack of acetate off of Amazon, and it's easy peasy slick using my Mink. I had trouble seeing where the cut lines were, so I went ahead and just used the template that I already put together. Guys, welcome back. I now have all the parts ready to go for my planner. Let's walk through them. This insert, and most of these inserts I didn't print out in their entirety. You're more than welcome to just print the pages you need. I just need June, July, and August, and that's what I did. I just printed 2 pages. And then the cover, I chose this wonderful plus check with the glitter and the ombre. So I just printed that on the front side, and this is just on regular 32-pound hammer mill soft paper. I love this paper, totally my favorite. The next insert I also did with these clouds. Now this insert cover, what I did is, if you can kind of see right here that her digital files are coming vertical, And so what I did, instead of stretched it like this one to fit the size of the paper this way, all I did was put 2 and 2 side together, and then I horizontally flipped this one digitally, and so I have this one and this one. But I don't mind at all. I think you won't be able to tell. Plus, and if it does bother me, these are always open to decoration when I actually get the physical kit. This is just using all the digitals. This one I had printed previously with my my name on it, and I halo foiled it because I know there's halo foiling in the kit, so that's what I did there. And this one I left coverless. Why? So I can use one of these. And I don't mind that it's not going to be stapled. I don't staple all of my inserts all of the time to the covers. And the reason is that I want to be able to reuse this fun unicorn. Her name is Blossom. I want to use her over and over and over again, so I didn't want to staple it. So I'll just nestle them together and then move forward with that. Next, I have this other great, it's called Bloom insert cover. I also have this other dashboard insert that I have cut here. And I have this other dashboard insert, again, with a solid background, ready to go in one of my Foxy Fix dashboard inserts. And I love this one as well. I can go ahead and add it to another one of these inserts, and that is not a problem. I will say that I do leave a smidge of an overhang with my inserts. My insert covers have just the tiniest little bit of insert cover hangover, and the reason is that I like to use dimension in my planning, and after you get all the stickers and the cardstock and everything else that goes in here, you'll have the nice perfect edge on the side. So, and the last thing is this wonderful rose gold foiling onto a piece of acetate. I think this is going to be a great addition. Oh, I can't wait to put all of my parts together, and I'm going to enjoy showing you the full setup when I can. Thanks guys for stopping by. Have a good day.